Princess Diana, most amazing gowns of all times. No one worked a red carpet like Dee. From her wedding dress to her revenge dress, the people's princess rocked some gorgeous gowns and dresses throughout the 80s and 90s. These are more beautiful dresses. Diana's distinctive fashions won't be soon forgotten, and both celebrities and designers alike read still look to her iconic style today. For her first public outing at 1980s with her fiancé Prince Charles, Lady Anna Spencer made a big splash with the press. She was in the future royal wore a black strapless feta evening gown designed by David and Elizabeth Emanuel. The look they look led to the press nicknaming her Daring D. 1981, with the 25 feet train and 10,000 purse, co-designer David Emanuel didn't downplay Diana's most famous fashion moments. Her wedding. I wanted the dress to reflect that, he said, but she was going in as Lady Diana Spencer, and she won coming out as the Princess of Wales. He said, if you did a subtle like little number, it's not going to work. In 1981, while attending an event at the Victoria and Albert Museum in 1981, the princess opted for this dreamy off the shoulder chiffon bell gown by Belleville Sesson. Diana favored the high-end designer in her early royal days, especially when she was pregnant. In 1982, with Prince William on the way, the newlywed turned heads in this top-waist gown by Bruce Oldfield. The English shows syndrome was never my bag. The designer said, I like to see her in much simpler things to be more beautiful. 1982, while pregnant with Prince William, Diana turned in an empire waist red satin bell gown covered with intricate details. These, these are the beautiful dresses from the square neckline to the lace trimmed bell sleeves. Diana looked straight out of a Jane Austen novel, like a fairy, like a very, very beautiful princess. In 1983, on her royal tour to Australia and New Zealand, Diana accessorized her pink Victor Edelstein dress with the Spencer family tiara. Unlike other members of the royal family, she rarely wore gloves so she could connect more freely with the people she met. How she was so friendly. In 1983, the Emmanuel Dress Designs team created this sheer garment for a meeting with New Zealand's Prime Minister. In 1984, London, Princess Diana attending a performance of the ballet Swan Lake and wearing a dress designed by the Catherine Walker. Catherine Walker created over 1,000 looks of Diana over the year. In 1984, Princess Diana looked ethereal in a two-tone pink sequin gown as she attended a performance at the Apollo Victoria Theatre in 1984. The princess paired the pleated drop-waist gown with a rope pearl choker and a metallic accessory looked so pretty. In 1984, Diana, Princess of Wales, pregnant with her second son, Prince Harry, attending the film premiere of Indiana Jones. At this film premiere, the Temple of Doom in the Leicester Square, just weeks before his birth, she is wearing a pale blue Catherine Walker gown. Again, Catherine Walker gown, more likely by Princess Diana when she was pregnant with her second son and attended a movie premiere in glamorous maternity wear, also by Catherine Walker. In 1985, in Florence, Italy, Princess Diana, during her official tour in Italy wearing a blue and black knee-length evening dress designed by Jacques Ezaguri. The dress has a blue skirt with a blue squash bow at the hip. Looks too much stunning and beautiful. It does not get any more 80s than this. It wore as a model or style in nowadays too. Deep black and black fantasy gown came courtesy of Jacques Azagure. In 1985, Melbourne, Australia, November 1, Prince Charles with Prince Diana wearing a silver shimmering lame blackless dress designed by fashion designer Bruce Oldfield. They are attending the world premiere of the film Brooke and Wales on the 1st November in Melbourne, Australia. Definitely, the royals embraced the broad-shouldered fashion that days, including the backless lame dress of Bruce Oldfield. Nowadays, it's more famous. The favored show, Silhouette soon earned her the nickname Dynasty D. These names are changed by the time. In 1985, Melbourne, Australia, Prince Diana and Prince Charles at the National Gallery in Melbourne. She is wearing a dress, very beautiful dress designed by the fashion designer Bruce Oldfield again. In addition to the Walker, Bruce Oldfield also frequently dressed Diana through the 80s. She wore this rush number to the National Gallery in Melbourne again. 1985. In 1985, London, the Princess of Wales attends the premiere of Back to the Future at the Empire Cinema, where she was invited. London, wearing a burgundy velvet evening dress, which is world famous, designed by the fashion designer again, Catherine Walker, and pearls down her back. The fashion icon knew good outfits were from every angle. These are going to the gallery for. She styled this plunging Catherine Walker gown by wearing a long strand of pearls down her back, looking more fabulous. Here at Melbourne, 1985, Princess Diana didn't always wear her necklace as necklaces. However, she once repurposed an emerald choker, a wedding gift from the Queen, as a headband for the formal night out. Her matching gown is by the Emanuels. Afterwards, Queen was very annoyed at this to change necklace at the headband. In 1985, the Princess of Wales, 1965 and 1997, later Diana, Princess of Wales, at a gala dinner at the National Gallery is in Washington, D.C. 11th November 1985, she is wearing a white crystal beaded silk chiffon asymmetric gown by Japanese designer Hachi Photos. I like it more and more, and this is also a world famous and sale by very expensive pounds. The Princess of Wales won over Americans on her first official visit to the US. This asymmetric beaded gown came from the Japanese designer Hachi. In 1985, file photo Princess Diana dances with actor John Travolta. This dance gone viral in a dress designed by a Victor Edelstein. Whilst attending a state dinner at the White House on the 5th anniversary of Princess Diana's death, her loss is mourned by many people, among them the fashion designers whose creation she wore with great style. During the trip, the young Princess Diana famously stole a dance with John Travolta, world famous dance, an iconic style and iconic fashion as an iconic fashion styler. In 1985, at Washington, Princess Diana at a dinner in Washington, D.C., given by the ambassador Sir Oliver Wright. She is wearing a white lace and satin evening dress designed by fashion designer Murray Arbit with a pearl and diamond tiara that was a wedding present from the queen. Very, very beautiful. It may look like a wedding dress, like a bridal, but the lace and the satin designed by Murray Arbit appeared at a dinner in Washington, D.C. Diana showed off another gift from her mother in law, a diamond tiara called Queen Mary's Lover. Not too many presents from the Queen. In 1985, Prince Diana turned heads into satin yellow bell gown designed by Murray Arbit. These are very beautiful dresses while arriving for premiere in London in 1985 and now also used by models and celebrities. The puffed sleeves and deep v-neck were very on trend back then. In 1980, the Prince and Princess of Wales attending a banquet in Muscat, Oman during an official visit to the Middle East November in 1986. Princess Diana is wearing a cream lace Emmanuel gown. Every Emmanuel gown by the Diana turned to cream again for a banquet in Oman looks very, very fabulous and elegant. This Emmanuel resembles favor a similar satin skirt through.